Come and enjoy the excitement of N-Mark events, Hong Kong's top sporting events.
Hello and welcome to Hong Kong, a nation that derives its name from the Chinese for fragrant harbour. It's a vibrant and densely populated metropolis that has more skyscrapers than any other city in the world, and thousands of visitors flock here for the iconic and simply stunning view of the harbour. But we're here at the Hong Kong Coliseum for finals day at the YONEX-SUNRISE Hong Kong Open. Not only the 24th event on the new HSBC BWF World Tour, but also the 7th and last of the Super 500 tournaments. 26 events make up the HSBC BWF World Tour, with events spanning right across the globe, from America to Europe to Asia and Oceania, all culminating in the World Tour finals in Guangzhou in just over 3 weeks' time. Well, it's finals day today, and it's a day when history is being made, because for the first time in the history of the Super Series and now the HSBC World Tour, Japanese players are contesting all 5 finals. We're starting with women's doubles, and the world number ones and 2-time World Championship silver medalists FUKUSHIMA and HIROTA are up against Lee So-hee and Shin Sung-chan in their second final in 2 weeks, having won last week in Fuzhou. Then it will be a women's singles, and 2 former world champions will be battling in the women's singles, and that will be Nozomi Okuhara, the 2017 world champion, in her 3rd final here in Hong Kong. She'll be up against the world champion from 2013, Ratchanok Intanon. After that, we will have the men's singles final, and the former world number 1, So Man-ho, who was champion here 4 years ago, will play against Nishimoto in his 2nd Super 500 final this year. Then it'll be mixed doubles, and it'll be the All England champions Watanabe and Higashino up against the World Championship silver medalists Wang Yihan and Huang Dongping. Then we finish with men's doubles, and the winners from the last 2 years, the defending champions and current world number ones Gideon and Sukamolyo, in their 10th final this year, in their 13th tournament of the year, up against the 2016 winners Komura and Sonoda, who were World Championship silver medalists earlier this year. Well, the fans are flocking in to the Hong Kong Coliseum here, and before finals get underway, let me tell you also about the race to Guangzhou, and what a battle it has been between the top 3 Japanese pairs. Now, the rules state that the reigning world champions will get an automatic invitation, and they're the number 3 pair, Matsumoto and Nagahara. So it's a battle between the top 2 as to which will be the other pair, because you're only allowed 2 pairs per nation. Well, I can tell you that after today's final, whether they win or lose, FUKUSHIMA and HIROTA will go to number 1. But Matsutomo and Takahashi are playing next week at the Said Modi Super 300, and providing they win 1 round in Lucknow, Matsutomo and Takahashi will go back to number 1. So it's all very complicated as to who's going to qualify for those World Tour finals in Guangzhou. Well, as far as the draw here in Hong Kong is concerned, we are going to have new names on the trophy, because the only former champions, in fact the defending champions, Chen Qingcheng and Jia Yifan, lost in the first round, having played only 5 points. So by quarter-final stage, we had 5 different nationalities, 5 seeds, just 2 in the top half of the draw. 3 Japanese pairs, 2 of which made it through to the semi-final stage. But as you can see, it is the #1 seeds against last week's winners, Lee So-hee and Shin Sung-chan, that came through the semi-final battles yesterday. So the court officials are making their way onto court for the first of today's finals. I'm Jill Clark, delighted to say that former head coach of the Danish national team, Steen Pedersen, is with me. We've been here all week, Steen, but we've been ships passing in the night. We haven't seen each other. First of all, a comment about Japanese players contesting all 5 finals. It's remarkable and the first time ever.
Yeah, it is remarkable. We know that they have progressed immensely, but especially since they've only won 1 title here previously in Hong Kong.
Yes, that was the men's doubles 2 years ago, and now they have an opportunity to make a clean sweep of titles. So the players come on to centre stage, led out by the current world #1s, Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka HIROTA. The Koreans in back-to-back finals. And they managed to do that last year, incidentally, when they won the Denmark Open and then lost in Paris at the French Open the following week. So they've done it again this year, but in China and now Hong Kong. So the court officials and the players will be introduced to the fans, and I can tell you for yes, I believe she will be doing the coin toss.
World ranking #1, Yuki Fukushima, Sayaka HIROTA.
In their 9th final, in their 16th tournament of the year, the world #1s.
China Open 2018, world ranking #7, Lee So-hee, Shin Sung-chan, Korea.
Lee So-hee and Shin Sung-chan. Well, 2 weeks ago, hadn't been in a final all year. 2 weeks later, they've been in 2 finals, 1 last Sunday, 1 this Sunday. So, there's another piece of history being made today, Steen, because the first time since the inception of the Super Series and now the HSBC BWF World Tour, the women's doubles final here in Hong Kong does not feature a pair from China.
Okay, Red. So you win. You will choose service. Who will be the first server? Yuki. So which end will you choose? Lee. Which end will you choose? They said.
So the Japanese pair won the toss and surprisingly didn't make the choice of ends, because there is a drift in this arena, and it always surprises me when pairs choose to serve or receive rather than choose ends, because there's always going to be a little bit of a drift in any big arena anywhere in the world. So here is Lee So-hee, 24 years of age, from Ulsan, and she and her partner went up 2 places in the world ranking this week to #7, but they're still 1 place down from their career high of #6. But she as an individual has been as high as 2, and that was with Zhang Ye-na, with whom she won 2 Super Series titles, the China Open of 2016 and the All England last year. Shin Sung-chan will be 24 next month, and she, like her partner, has actually been as high as #2 in the world, and that was with Jung Kyung-eun, with whom she won the Olympic bronze medal in Rio de Janeiro. And like her partner, she won 2 Super Series titles with her former partner. So to their path through to today's final, and 3 games in the very first round against Su Ya-Qing and Hu Lingfeng. 3 games also in the quarterfinal against Super Jirakun and Teirat Tanachai. And in the semi-final yesterday, beat the number 6 seeds Tanaka and Yonemoto, who had put out the Olympic champions Matsutomo and Takahashi in the quarterfinal stage. So to Sayaka Hirota, 24 years of age. Both she and her partner come from Kumamoto on the island of Kyushu, most southern of the 4 main islands that make up Japan. Yuki Fukushima, there she is 25 years of age, and they are currently enjoying their 17th week in total as world number ones, making their 2nd appearance here at the Hong Kong Open. Last year they lost in the quarter-final stage, and they, like their opponents, have twice been taken the full distance in the 2nd round against Dong Feng, and then in the semi-final against the number 4 seeds and beaten finalists from last year, Gracie Ipoli and Apriani Rahayu, in a match lasting an hour and 45 minutes, the longest match of the tournament and the 2nd longest match on the World Tour this year. So our court officials, Simon Au and Victor Wong, both of whom are from Hong Kong. And history will be made in the women's doubles final here today, because no pair from Japan has won the title here at the Hong Kong Open. In fact, they're only the 2nd pair to contest a final. The 1st pair to contest the final was Matsutomo and Takahashi 4 years ago, so before they were Olympic champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Yuki Fukushima, Sayaka Hirota, Japan. And on my right, Lee So-hee, Shin Sen-chen, Korea. Yuki Fukushima to serve to Lee So-hee. Level.
So as the women's doubles final gets underway, I need to just finish the information I was giving you about history will be made, because whilst 5 pairs from Korea have won the women's doubles title here at the Hong Kong Open over the previous 30 Hong Kong Opens, no pair from Korea has done so since the inception of the Super Series and now World Tour. The last pair from Korea to win here in Hong Kong was 21 years ago, 1997. And who won the title then? None other than this pair's coach, Ra Kyu-min, who won 21 years ago with Jung Jae-hee. Christine, just to clarify that, I think that since the inception of the Super Series and now the World Tour, started in 2007, now all the top players play all of these top events, and so it's
the tournaments are much stronger.
Yeah.
Since 2007, no doubt about it.
3 love.
Well, a good start by the Koreans.
Service over. 1-3.
It's clever play from the world #1s. Now, Steen, I know you were watching Li and Shin in their semi-final yesterday. Tell me, was she wearing as much bandaging and strapping
Yeah,
on?
she was.
Yeah?
She was having that knee support on her right knee and the strapping on her left knee. But I must say she played amazing. She looks really fast on her feet and definitely very strong. They overpowered Tanaka and Yonemoto yesterday. Straight games.
Yeah. Well, it would be an incredible achievement if Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan were to win back-to-back titles. But it wouldn't be the first time this year. It's happened twice previously. Sakuramoto and Takahata won in New Zealand and Australia, both Super 300 events. And Matsutomo and Takahashi won the China Super 1000 and then a week later the Korean Super 500 event.
Service over. 3-5.
Yeah, I think they have a good chance, Lee and Shin, even though they've lost the only previous encounter between these two pairs. I think they've looked strong throughout this tournament, and they had considerably more rest than their opponents. They finished around 1 o'clock, whilst Fukushima and Hirota, they were finished around 8:15. So
And
7 hours more rest than their opponents played, like almost 2 hours, 1 hour and 45 minutes.
yeah, that's a very good point.
Play.
Clever play, but also strong by Shin there. I like the block from Hirota compared to what I saw yesterday with the Koreans. I haven't really been watching Fukushima and Hirota's matches in this tournament, but it seems like one of the solutions is to try and play soft defensive blocks on return of the Koreans' smashes. But she was alert to that, Shin, so strong performance in the beginning here.
Yeah. Well anticipated by Fukushima. Steen, you were mentioning that they'd only played once before. That, of course, was in the quarterfinal of the Asian Games earlier this year in Jakarta. You were in Jakarta. I don't know whether you got to see that match that Fukushima and Hirota won, 21-13, 21-17.
It was very convincing, and that was the impression back then that the Korean team wasn't really in good shape. They had lots of injury problems. Didn't win a medal at the Asian Games, and Fukushima and Hirota, they were playing magnificent, won all their matches in the team tournament up until the semi-final, where they suddenly faced Jia Yifan in a formidable playing mood. They managed to secure a bronze medal for Japan.
It's a good rally. Well wide.
9-4.
Very different playing conditions here, though, in Hong
Yeah.
Kong. The shuttles are playing slow. In Jakarta, there's a notorious drift, but you can get the shuttle down.
Definitely. Much faster matches in general when you're playing in this Doris iron. Hard to be really accurate with your shots, so the court gets a little bit smaller, so to speak.
Service over.
That shot looked like Lee needed a bigger court.
5-9.
Oh, good plunge, clear. What a rally. It's got to be the longest of the match so far.
Service over. 10-5.
And from the body language of Hirota here, can't see it now. It's a repeat of
Yes,
the
please.
rally, but she's looking a bit frustrated.
Yeah, she was doing an awful lot of work from the back of the court in that rally.
And now they're facing a combination that matches the Japanese defense. The Koreans, they have good defense as well. So it's going to be really, really interesting to watch the proceedings here, because Hirota, she will have trouble making her way forward. And Fukushima, she's not really that strong a front court player, so it's not like she's going to intercept a lot. I think she can prove me wrong. That's the preferred position.
Oh, that's unlucky from Lee So-hee. That lovely little brush shot just wide. No, I agree, because I actually thought a couple of rallies ago, when Hirota was working so hard from the back of the court, I thought that Fukushima was a little bit static at the front.
But she's an okay front court player, but she's not really dangerous, and she's not chasing the shuttles. And the Koreans, they have really, really solid defense, so they will be able to play past her and work Hirota on the back court. And that's something that they haven't faced for a while, the Japanese women's doubles. So it's also a little bit of a litmus test here. I know it's a long season and they've played a number of tournaments. I think the Koreans, they are really, really motivated here. They've been injured and out of the game for a while, so they think it's fun now. They're back where they want to be.
Yeah. Oh, lucky net cord for Lee So-hee, and it means she and Shin Seung-chan go to the mid-game interval with a 5-point advantage. And their coach, the last Korean player to win the women's doubles title here 21 years ago, Rakumin.
뒤로 갈 필요 없어. 올리고 나서도 지금 수비 되니까 하고 드라이브만 준비하면 된단 말이야. 그리고 뒤에서도 너네들이 움직임만 지금 안 놓치면 괜찮단 말이야. 그러니까 중간에 하는 거나 수비하는 거나 그것만 풀지 않으면 된단 말이야. 공이 안 나가니까 천천히 풀면 빨리 풀지 말고 좀 빨리 나가게. 이거 올리는 거 길게 가도 돼. 안 나가니까.
Coach, return to the chair, please. Players on court.
So should the Japanese pair be trying to change their tactics at this stage, Steen?
Yes, I think they should. I think they should tie their running shoes again, like they did yesterday, because it seems like they have trouble penetrating in their attack, and I think they will only sort of more or less kill themselves, and if they continue that, they have to see if they have a better stamina than the two Korean players. So hope that if they make it a long match, their movement on court eventually prevails.
Yeah.
And one of the Koreans gets a little bit tired. That's the way I see it now. But it's going to be interesting to see, because they have a lot of possibilities, Fukushima and Hirota.
Yes, and we shouldn't forget that in the semi-final of the French Open, Lee So-hee got so tired she ended up with cramp. So there is perhaps a question mark about their stamina levels.
Yeah, they played 3 games against Super Jirakun and Teira Chanachai, but it was not a really long game. So that's at least, if they don't get through in their attack, they have to try something else. But seems like they're trying to attack a little bit more wisely. Good shot.
Yeah. That's a beautiful drop shot from Hirota.
Thank you.
And the counter for the Koreans would be to push forward their defense a little bit more and play flat blocks past Fukushima, so that they're closer to the disguised drop shots from Hirota. But it's interesting because Fukushima and Hirota, it's been a long while since they've played a combination with this profile. 2 players that are both good in defense, that both move well. None of Lee and Shin, neither of them are really strong front court players. So maybe there's some opportunities there for the Japanese pair.
Service over. 12-9.
Oh my goodness, that's a missed opportunity.
Service over. 10-12.
Goes long, on left.
13-10.
Oi, that was going long, I think. clever play. Excellent play by Fukushima and Hirota. Fukushima using a lot more drop shots from the back court. Waiting for the right opportunity. Trying to get their opponents out of position before attacking with power smashes.
Thank you, please. On court, please.
We just saw that again, Steen. I was making comment yesterday about Fukushima's drop shot, and so often she lets it drop so low from the back of the court. It, I assume, adds to the disguise and the deception. But I somehow feel if she took it a bit higher, then she'd be able to create more angles, because her drop shots are slow drop shots.
Yeah, I agree. And this is where, if there was a natural front court player on the other side, that player would try and sneak forward.
Yeah.
Shin did well there.
Box. 12-13.
And a good comeback by Fukushima and Hirota after being down 11-6.
Play.
Oh, well taken. Missed it. I have to say, Steen, I think there's far more intensity within these rallies than the semi-final that I watched yesterday, which was Fukushima and Hirota against Poli and Rahayu. Of the two pairs, it was the Japanese pair who was doing more of the attacking play. But the intensity of the rallies, where both pairs now are looking for opportunities, just wasn't present in the semi-final yesterday.
No, it's I've seen Fukushima and Hirota against the Indonesians a number of times, and they have a very clear plan when they play the Indonesians. It's a little bit patient.
Oh, that's a shot.
And working Rahayu around the court, and it takes some time to get that going. But here, they can't leave too much initiative with Lee and Shin, because they will be able to penetrate. They have a strong attack. Excellent.
Yeah. There is a huge difference when Hirota is in the front court area.
She's got a much better eye for the game on the front court. She reads the returns better. The question is whether Fukushima can apply enough pressure, so to speak. But we've seen that there is errors in Lee and Shin, easy mistakes like this one. I mean, that's a shot that doesn't win you anything, so you can't really afford to make errors on those.
No. It means, oh, I was going to say for the first time in this final, the Japanese pair were in front, which indeed they were, but not for long. Back level.
So what they've been successful in doing is sort of once in a while block, take the pace out of the rally on the front court, and let the Koreans gauge how much speed they need to apply. Another mistake from below the tape.
Service over. 16-15.
It was a good drive defence, though, that put her under pressure.
Really ready for that one, Hirota. She should have moved forward the moment Fukushima blocked the defense. As I suspect she's the better front court player of the four, Sayaka Hirota.
Oh, that's a nice block. Look at Fukushima, she was almost static at the front of the court. That's a bit more movement.
Oh, that's nice play.
Brilliant. What a shot. The punch clear. Played with deception. And the Japanese pair were left stranded. What a shot from Shin Seung-chan.
Quick one.
HIROTA didn't even move.
On top, please. Thank you.
Shows the power of variation.
Yeah.
17-16. Play.
Teammates, Korean teammates down supporting. Good to see. Always very good, actually, the Korean team about supporting other team members.
Service over. 17-all. Shin.
It's totally wrong read by Shin there. The return from Fukushima simply too good.
This is a good rally, and it's very, very important too.
Oh, she
Ooh.
tripped.
My goodness. Oh, she seems to be all right. Just long.
Service over. Team 17. Okay.
Yeah, thought it might be the longest rally. 65 shots.
To me, it's very telling, this picture here, that Shin Seung-chan is sitting on the HSBC bench in the interval while the court is being mopped, because it indicates that she might not
Thank you.
have the stamina for a long, long match.
Yeah, well, if she's been out injured, she won't have been
Exactly.
able to train in the way she would have wanted to train.
I have a feeling that Fukushima Hirota needs to win this first game to be able to make it a long match.
Play.
Playing up against the drift in the second game. And the Korean attack is really, really powerful.
Oh, perfect serve. Oh, there's a challenge. Well, it was called in.
Challengers called in.
First challenge of finals day. Fukushima and Hirota believe the serve was short of the front service line, and therefore a service error. What does Hawkeye say? Hawkeye agrees with them.
Service over. 18-all. Play.
Apologises for hitting her opponent. Look how far back she's gone in court before she then moves forward for the kill.
As soon as she senses that it's a drop shot from her partner, then she starts being oriented towards the top of the tape.
Oh, goodness. Last smash aimed towards the right shoulder of Lee So-hee. And therefore it's 2 game point opportunities on a run of 3 straight points. Got a long opening game to the world #1s Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota. 21-18. 4 straight points to close out the opening game in 29 minutes of play. Satoko Suetsuna, the coach
20
there,
seconds.
the coach that's already left the players, Kai Nakajima.
Players on court, please.
And I think the coaches deserve some praise here because they helped Fukushima and Hirota turn this around in the mid-game interval in the first game, down 6-11 and 14-7 in the remainder of the game.
Play.
Yeah, good point. So 1 game to the goods.
Okay.
The world #1s looking for their 6th title of the year in their 9th final. And that in itself is a talking point. 16, if you've
love.
been in 9 finals in a year and you still, 7 of them World Tour events, and you still don't qualify for the World Tour finals.
You
I mean,
you
that's...
might not qualify as, yeah, okay, if they're world number ones, they probably will be. Or if they were number 1 on the World Tour ranking, they might be selected. But
Yeah.
they might be number 1 on the world ranking and not be selected, even though they're qualified
Yeah,
by virtue.
absolutely. Well, 9 finals in 16 tournaments, so that's over 50%. In fact, it's about 56%, isn't it, of tournaments played reach the finals.
Yeah.
What a year they've had.
What? Three love.
So this, in essence, could be their last tournament of the year.
It could be. Apart from the all Nippon National Championships that they play every year to decide the A and B teams. I don't know, they might be exempt if they're world number 1.
Yes, you'd think so, wouldn't you? Well, they started well in the opening game, Lee and Shin. They started well again here in the second.
Yeah, and there's a thing about this mid-game interval situation. I mean, for the coaches, Rak Kyung-min, what should she say? Her pair is leading 11-6. There's not too much. Things are going according to plan. So it's basically up to the pair that's behind at the interval to change something. And we must say that the Japanese did that
Yes.
successfully. But
Yeah.
now Rak Kyung-min has had a chance to discuss what's been going on with her players, and I think they'll be more alert to the tactics of Fukushima and Hirota. Plus, there's a different complexion to playing this second game, as the Koreans will have an easier task penetrating their attack, and I don't think in the long run Fukushima can stand her ground in the defense.
1-5.
But we'll probably see her try and block it cross like we saw that was so efficient in the second part of the first game.
2-5.
Yeah. Good tactical awareness there from Fukushima.
And Fukushima and Hirota, they clearly have the upper hand in this small ball game where there's not a lot of pace in the shuttle. It's the placement and the awareness, the spotting of the gaps. They're doing much better in that part of the game than Shin and Lee.
Oh my goodness. That's a sheer moment of magic. Yeah, afford yourself a little smile. Take a look at this. Gone past her. And yet created a winner out of a dire situation.
Thank you, players. On court, please.
I know that was exceptional, Steen, but I think in general it may be an idea for her to be more adventurous like that in general terms.
Play.
Yeah, and we also saw that when she played some drop shots, when she had smashing opportunities, definitely gave an advantage to her and her partner. See, this is a rally that the Japanese pair should not have won, in my opinion. I mean, they did it here, but only because none of the two Koreans are really strong on the front court. That one should have been killed. And that one should just have been blocked instead of pushing, but
Let.
Just consistent with what we've seen throughout the tournament. They're really, really strong. Probably the most powerful women's doubles combination. So
5-all. Play.
it's up to Fukushima and Hirota to play clever.
Oh, a little bit fortunate with that one. It bounced off the top of the tape. It's interesting, Steen, because
6-5.
Hirota used to play some mixed doubles. She doesn't anymore. She concentrates on the women's doubles, but she did reach the final of last year's Japan Open with Takuro Hoki, whereas the two Korean players, Lee So-hee, the only time she's been in a mixed doubles final was the Turkey International Challenger event 2011 with Kim Sa-ran. Shin Seung-chan, I thought last year was going to develop a really good mixed doubles partnership with Kim Won-ho. They reached, I think it was 2 or 3 finals together, and that would have helped their front court play. Do you not think, playing the mixed doubles discipline?
Definitely. I remember that she played some tournaments with Lee Young-dae, and I thought they'd finally found Lee Young-dae's new partner after Lee Hyo-jung retired, the partner that he won the Olympics with in 2008. But then they split up, and
Service over.
I talked a little bit about yesterday that the roles of the female player in mixed doubles and the women's doubles have changed, so therefore we see a lot more specialized female mixed doubles players. But here in this match there's actually good use for the mixed double skills, because the Japanese pair are doing a really good job of targeting that front court area where the Koreans are not as strong as they are from mid-court and back-court.
And I know you and I have discussed before that Mizaki Matsutomo, when she started to play some mix and really started to hunt shuttle at the net, transformed her partnership, women's doubles partnership with Takahashi, and then of course won the Olympic Games. So they basically used
with
that.
her being a force on the front court.
Exactly. Use the mixed doubles as part of the women's doubles development.
Block all the smashes. If you're in doubt, just block it, because the Koreans, they won't sit on top of the net.
It's going wide.
Excellent play. Really, really nice play by Fukushima.
7-all.
And it doesn't matter that the Koreans hit really powerful smashes if they play from below the tape all the time.
Service over. 8-7.
Too long.
9-7. Service over. 8-9.
Another mistake on a creative shot from the front court, just around tape level. They've got to cut down on those, Lee and Shin. See.
9-all. See?
Bush have been keeping count of the number of errors from Shin at the front of the court. She has a big swing of the racket. She needs to make it shorter.
Yeah, much shorter. Remember that shot that hit the top of the tape and tumbled over?
Yeah.
It was a like 90% shot where you're 90% favorite to win the rally, and she almost missed it.
Mm. It's wide.
10, 9. Yes.
Frustration shot,
Yuki.
in my opinion, from Shin, because
Yeah.
they can't really get the game going on their premises. So when they finally get a chance to
Thank you.
smash, they go 100% for it.
Okay, players on court, please.
But I question with conditions like this and the slower shuttles whether any philosophy and any thought process from the back of the court trying to hit a winner with a smash. You shouldn't be trying to hit a winner.
No.
You should be trying to get your partner involved at the front of the court. Smash somewhere where the return is going to come up so the front court player can finish it off.
Exactly. And they've simply made too many unforced errors. There's some errors that are forced mentally, but we've seen some that would go down as unforced errors, or shots that are normally easy and you have nothing to gain. It's just a shot that you have to make. You cannot make mistakes on that, especially not in women's doubles where it's so hard to score your own points.
Yeah.
Change, please.
But the tactical display of Hirota and Fukushima up until now, it's just been magnificent.
Good serve. Oops.
11-10.
Found the blue carpet, I think. So it is the Korean combination, number 7 seeds, who have the 1 point advantage here in the second game at the mid-game interval.
올려놓고 뒤로 나와서 하려고 하지 말고 올려놓고 나와갖고 툭툭 하필 여기서 오면 그냥 놀라고 하지 말고 그냥 줘.
And now it's crunch time for the Korean coaching here. Rak Kyung-min has seen what they've done on the opposite side. She's seen the first part of the second game here. So now they've got to get it right. Shin has got to be more patient when she's at the net. She's hunting more or less impossible shuttles, making wrong choices, and she's got to stop doing that. And it's now if they want to win this match.
Chair, please.
Yeah.
Coach, thank you. (11-10). Play.
Oh, that was a shocking serve.
Service over.
Far too loose.
11-all. Stay in the court. Thank you. Thank you. 11-all. Play.
Even that shot, I'm wondering about the big
That's a
swing.
terrible choice. It's a terrible choice. I mean, why would you take a chance like that when you have a really, really strong defense? Just play it long. Perfect play by
17-11.
And I think the Koreans need to be careful here because I think psychologically they're beginning to crumble.
The way they go around court, the body language, totally different from
Yeah.
leading at the mid-game interval in the first game.
Service over. 12-13.
Yeah. Very acute angle.
And she's smiling here, also saying, hey, is it really that simple?
12.
One at the body, one down the middle, and then one acute angle.
Yeah, and at the same player, so she can't move forward. She has to defend herself. She has to respect the pressure coming from Sayaka Hirota.
14-12. Play.
And then some might wonder, oh, is it so easy to play tactical against Lee and Shin? No, it's not that easy. You have to almost match them in the power and the defense in order for the tactic to be important.
Yeah.
13-14.
The Koreans are still in it with a chance. Shouldn't write them off yet. They just have to do better in the tactical part of the game.
Play.
And she's got to take one step forward, Lee So-hee, when she's serving to Fukushima. Fukushima, she's playing the same return every time. Block it.
I think maybe because her previous serve was so loose.
Exactly.
She was a little bit afraid. But you're right, there she never moved forward after another good serve.
Service over. 15-14.
No! She missed it.
3 players are down on the floor. Would you believe it? How on earth did she miss that last one? Both the Koreans spread-eagled on the floor.
But did you see the sad face on the moppers? They know they're doing overtime.
That was the super shot from Fukushima. Look at that. Look at that. And then Fukushima, when she's got the easy one, makes the error. What a rally. What a rally. That was just super, that first one. Anywhere over the net and into court would have been an outright winner. Yes, I think a smile there of almost embarrassment. How on earth did I miss that open court? Look at the effort from the Koreans. Look at that.
That could be a momentum changer.
You're right. Sometimes it is. It's a rally like that that can just change a match completely.
And one of the things that Lee and Shin needs to do is they need to push their defensive stance forward so they are faster on the drop shots from the Japanese backcourt player, whoever it is, so that they can play. And to be able to do that, they need to lift a bit flatter than they've done so far. If they lift too high, they will have too much respect for the smash.
Yes, please.
If it's flatter, they can move forward, raise their racket and block it.
Stay in the court.
Yeah, now we have the moppers on again.
Thank you.
Amazing save by Lee.
15-all.
And an amazing miss from Fukushima. Well, you never know in sport, do you? What's going to happen next?
She's made so many errors over that left shoulder, Shin Seung-chan, both on soft paced shots from the opponents and also on fast-paced shots. It's really a good spot for Fukushima and Hirota.
I wish we had been keeping count,
Yeah.
because that's another error at the front of the court.
Yeah.
Once again, going towards her left shoulder.
Shin, quick.
Yeah. Now, if she did more of that, Fukushima, they would become an even better pair.
They would. Maybe she would even get into a mixed double. The worst thing you can do is just stand in the middle as a front court player.
Yep.
Move and be dangerous. Back court player can always see what you're covering. Wait, racket's gone.
Oh, got it back. This is amazing. Having changed her racket, HIROTA comes back onto court and wins the rally.
Lee.
It was the whole racket that was broken, not just the strings.
On court, please.
Here it is again.
Yeah, off she dashes. And it was good awareness, because she waited until she thought that her opponents were going to lift it, and then she ran off.
Play.
What a rally. So 2 points away from the title, Fukushima and HIROTA. Oh, that's a delightful block. Match point opportunities. 5 match points for a 6th title of the year.
I'm impressed.
Match point.
Remember, they had 2 match points to win the World Championships. To me, they are the women's doubles of the year.
I concur with that. Well saved.
Service over. 16-20. Yoki to receive.
Will it be third time lucky? Third match point opportunity. That goes long, and it is indeed a 6th title of the year, a 5th World Tour title for Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota. 21-18, 21-17, the margin of their victory.
Next one by Yuki Fukushima, Sayaka Hirota.
2 minutes shy of the hour mark.
21,
And they
17.
add another title to their list of achievements. Well, incredible year. This the final rally. Good return of the flick serve, the drop shot. And the error on the left from Shin Seung-chan. But tactically, as Steen was pointing out, they were superb today. The 2 finals in 2 weeks for Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan is an extremely good effort. But they're the champions, go towards the podium for the prize presentation, and we confirm their victory. 21-18, 21-17 in 59 minutes. It was a good performance today, wasn't it, Steen?
It was a fantastic performance. It was a good match. I mean, lasted an hour, but I feel like it just started, and I could easily watch a game more. A strong comeback for Hirota and Fukushima after having lost to another Korean pair 2 tournaments in a row in French and China.
Prize presentation now begins. Players march in.
So the players invited to step forward to the podium.
YONEX-SUNRISE 2018香港公開羽毛球錦標賽，匯豐世界羽聯世界巡迴賽超級500女子雙打 Women's Doubles of YONEX-SUNRISE Hong Kong Open Badminton Championships 2018, part of the HSBC BWF World Tour Super 500. 亞軍 runner-up 南韓李兆熙、申星讚 Miss Lee So-hee, Shin Seung-chan of Korea.
Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan in their second final in 2 weeks after winning in Fuzhou. This week in Hong Kong have to settle for second best. But the champions, Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota, the first ever pair from Japan to win the women's doubles title here at the Hong Kong Open. A 6th title for them in their 9th final of the year.
For Home Affairs to present the medals.
And I totally agree with Steen that they are the pair of the year with such statistics. 9 finals from 16 tournaments, 6 titles. And this, the Hong Kong Open, first ever for a women's doubles pair from Japan.
多謝謝太。跟住我哋有請香港羽毛球總會會長湯恩佳博士為我哋頒發獎杯。Next we have Dr. Tong Yin Kai, President of the Hong Kong Badminton Association, to present the trophy. 多謝湯會長。And now we have Mr. HIROTA of Sunrise and Company Pte Limited to present the prize monies.
The dignitaries come forward now to present the prize money. It does actually raise a question, Steen, about the fact that there's only 2 pairs allowed per nation in the World Tour finals. The fact that sadly we might not see this pair on top of the podium in Guangzhou.
So it's a terrible choice. Who we're going to miss, the world champions, the Olympic champions, or the world #1s.
Yeah.
I think they should all 3 be there. It indicates that it's a team tournament badminton, which it isn't. It's an individual sport, so
yeah.
I don't really see there should be any national limitations on it.
And now we have Ms. Michelle Lee, Director of Cultural and Leisure Services, to present the brocade.
After all, in other individual sports, sprinting, Jamaican sprinters. One dream of not having the top 3 sprinters in the world at the Diamond League events, would you?
Thank you,
I don't
Ms.
think
Lee.
so. I don't think so. I'm going to miss one of those pairs, no
I'm
matter
going to miss one of
who
the
is
pairs.
not going.
Last but not least, the chairman of the Hong Kong Badminton Association, Mr. Tom Island, will now present to the players a souvenir. Yeah, dear guests, please move forward and have a group photo with the finalists.
So as they pose for the photographers, it was a good final and it was excellent play by these 2, FUKUSHIMA and Sayaka HIROTA. So the first of our finals today here at the YONEX-SUNRISE Hong Kong Open has been won by the Japanese women's doubles pair. And as I was saying earlier, the first time in history since the inception of the Super Series that Japanese players have been contesting all 5 finals. So it's possible for a clean sweep by Japan. There's only 7 clean sweeps during the whole of the Super Series, all 1 clean sweeps by China. But if you look at the Grand Prix golds, 8 times there was a clean sweep, 5 times by Korea, 4 times at their home event. Will it be the first time? And I'm talking about the statistics from Super 300 events upwards, because those are the only ones that fall under the title of HSBC BWF World Tour events. So the Super 100 events count towards the end of year World Tour finals in Guangzhou. So just to remind you, we still have 4 finals to come. And the next final here from the Hong Kong Coliseum in Kowloon will be women's singles, and two former world champions. Nozomi Okuhara, world champion last year, up against the 2013 world champion Ratchanok Intanon.